Good Saturday afternoon, everyone. How's it going this Saturday afternoon? This windy, gloomy, rainy, another day, y'all. But yet and still, what is it? It's another day that the Lord has made, so it's all good. I'm in the kitchen, y'all, because I just made myself a cup of coffee. I mean, a pot of coffee, not a cup. I made a pot of coffee. Excuse me. So I made me a carafe of coffee. Well, not a whole one. I usually make about 2 cups. Or maybe the yield might be a cup and a half, something like that. Yeah. How y'all doing today? I hope all is well. I'll tell you the truth. I have a confession to make, y'all. One thing I did today was sleep. I was up all night last night. Well, this is nothing new to you. You know, this is the same old scenario. You know what? I don't know. That seal wasn't that tight on that thing. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I should drink it or not. You know the little ring you pull off on it? I don't know, y'all. Oh, Lord. Help us, Jesus. Ugh. I'm pouring some of this from the big one until the smaller one because wait a minute. Where is it go? Man, I am darn right confused here. Because I thought that big one usually have another screw top on it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That's what I'm saying, y'all. When you buy something, even these things like this, you gotta check to see. I'm drinking this at my own risk, y'all. I really am. Because that big one that I just had usually have a screw top on it as well as one of these. And then when I lifted this out, it wasn't like it came out too easy. You know, I usually have to pull it to get it out. I'll tell you, you can't trust anything today. You really got to scope it out. Back to my old drawing board where I sit. There goes the tripod slipping down. I don't know, y'all. Ooh. I really don't. I'm thinking I shouldn't drink that crap. Oh my God. I can't believe that. I just I just bought that the other day and I'm just opening it today. And you saw me when I opened it. Well, I don't know if the camera was pointing directly to it. But the big bottle usually have a big cap like this as well. And then you have to as well as the red top that's on top. And then when you unscrew this top, you have to unscrew this top. That's when you get the little pull-up thing out of there. And that wasn't on this one. It looks like it's been tampered with, y'all. Brother. Oh, man. Make my day. I don't know if I should drink it or not, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to... Lord, have my throat, because I can talk to the AAG team and the YouTube community. I want to be able to talk without coughing and clear my throat. But I haven't talked to anybody today. And I talked to only my daughter yesterday. And myself. I talk to myself sometimes too, y'all. Is it crazy when you talk to yourself? You think that's a crazy, idiotic, psycho person just because they talk to themselves? I think everybody does, though. You know, even like when you're thinking in your head something, and then you might think it out loud. I don't know, just say it out loud or something like that. But if you're walking around mumbling and carrying on all the time, look out for that person. Yeah, I've come in encounter with someone like that. Believe me, I knew. When you see a person walking around mumbling and carrying on like that, that's a mental situation disorder. But I mean, if you talk to yourself, you good. You can talk to yourself if you want to. You know, I talk to the TV sometimes. Hey, as a matter of fact, I was getting ready to do my practice my dance. I promised myself I was going to practice it. Oh, look at that beautiful scenery. That must be the Alps or something. Now, I would like to have that on my wall, a picture just like that. I like that. That's beautiful. Like I said, I promised myself I was going to practice my dance, you know, the boots on the ground, at least once a day. So I haven't done it today. And so I'm almost ready to do the cross. That cross is the hardest part, y'all. Once you get that cross done, you in there. See, because you got to step out. Wait a minute now. No, yeah. I'm telling you wrong. Okay, you got to step up, step out, step back, and then step cross back there again, and then step up again. The other foot goes out, and then it goes across. And then you get ready to turn cha-cha-cha. And you turn this way, you know, to a different direction altogether. I'm getting it, y'all. You know, it's slowly coming, it's slowly. But the only thing is, my leg want to bother me, so, you know, that's why I say at least once a day I will practice it. And I didn't put that patch on. I was going to put that patch on. Oh, shoot, I got my food over here. Hello. Lordy, I forgot my food, y'all. There ain't nothing but some leftover salad I made the other day. Tuna fish salad. I'm going to set it right there until I get through talking anyway. I don't like to eat on camera. I know y'all can't do too much today unless you're driving in a car. You can still go shopping, which I thought about that too. I thought about, okay, I can go shopping in a car. It was raining so hard last night, y'all. I didn't know what was going on. I got up, I was in bed. And I got up in my bed. At first I said, is it the TV? And so I muted the TV. And I said, no, that's outside. And then, you know how you got surround sound or whatever, like that sound that comes around on your TV, sound like it's over here and sound like it's over there and all that blah, blah. And so I got up and looked out the window. It was pouring. And then on the way of speaking, I said, that's a good thing because I got my rugs out there. They get a good rinse out while they out there. Even though I know they didn't, you know, they haven't actually been washed because when I turned the wash machine on, it filled the wash machine up, but it didn't agitate at all. It just would not go after that. And, you know, they've got this little reset button up there. I pushed the reset button, it still wouldn't come on. And so I got to wait for maintenance. But I don't know why they don't just go ahead and replace the washing machines. I tell you, if I had money, I would replace it myself, but I don't have the cash. to keep going through this. Ever so often they got to come over here and see if they can patch it up to keep it going. Oh, for goodness sake, these things are about 20, how old are they? 25, 20, no, wait. 20. I moved in here. I've been here for 23, 24, 25. Yeah, these things are about 25 years old. Yeah, because they've been in here since these were built. These apartments were built like maybe 25 or 26 years ago. And I think it's time for a change, don't you? I don't know, y'all. Something don't taste right. Oh, boy. I don't know. But like I said, that thing, that you pull up, it was on there, but it wasn't all the way, like part of it. Somebody could have still lifted it up and put something in it. People are cruel. They do some cruel stuff. Yeah. Because I never forget. I'm not going to bring up the bad and the negative stuff this afternoon. Y'all try to spoil your weekend or nothing like that. But I still remember the incident about the Tylenol capsules that time. It doesn't taste like my hazelnut usually tastes. But it could be my tongue. Look at my tongue. It could be me. I'm making excuses. But I'm going to put that aside right there and have me a piece of gum to get this taste out of my mouth. And find my lady to do my boots on the ground. I'm not going to be up here tearing for a long time. And, take these glasses off. I hope y'all are having a great weekend. I hope everything is fine. It looks like the sun is getting ready to come out over here. Well, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I don't roll like that. I don't roll out in the afternoon. Yeah. I haven't even been to the door today. I haven't done anything today. Except be in the bed and sleep. Oh, yeah, the sun is out, but the wind. Look at the wind, though, y'all. Look at my rugs. They look horrible. They're still wet. You know what? The wind is blowing and it's kind of chilly, but it smells real fresh. It feels like the earth has been washed. It's clean now. Yeah. If the wind wasn't blowing, it would be nice for the afternoon. I don't really need anything. I just want something, from the store. And like I said, I wanted to take that rug back today. But I got until the 16th. I looked it up, and I think it's the 14th or the 16th that I got to take this rug back. And another thing I did yesterday, I was trying to get my home phone disconnected. I was on the phone with the lady for a long time. First, she claimed something was wrong with her computer. And she asked me to hold on. I held on. Then she came back and talked, and then she said something. And then she asked me, could she call me back in about 5 minutes? I said, yes. And she said, thank you for being so patient. I said, you're welcome. And then she went, and guess what? She did not call me back. And I didn't call her back. But I did call today. And they're talking about their office is closed. Since when have you known the office to be closed on Saturday? Any day of the week. I think they're trying to trip me up to try to make me pay another month. Or they're trying to do something. It's not correct. And so, either way, slice it. They can't make me pay anything. Because I tried to cancel it. Usually my bill is due by the 3rd of June. And I did try to cancel. I just wanted to cancel, I wanted to keep the, what you call it, the Wi-Fi part and cancel the phone, the home phone, because I got my new little, cute little iPhone. So cute. Yeah. And so I've already told everybody about not everybody. I just told some people in the family about my phone number. And I just told them that, if anybody else wants it, you give it to them. The family, All you got to do is give it to one person and, spread it. And another thing I had wanted to do, I had wanted to go and visit my sister-in-law. But she's my ex-sister-in-law, but I still call her my sister-in-law, because she's been in family so long. And I wanted to do that today, and I didn't do it because I was asleep. I could have still done it, even though the weather was bad. But I don't like to go out in bad weather like this. I like the nice, bright day. And so I'm waiting for the next bright day. Who knows? Tomorrow might be the day, y'all. You never can tell. And I'm going to stop jibber-jabbing. And because I honestly forgot my food. I had already took my food out. And I said, by the time, the coffee is ready, my food, it'll still be, I like it kind of room temperature-ish. I don't really like it cold, just come out of the refrigerator. And I'm sitting up here talking, and then I forgot about it, y'all. You already know. So I'm going to eat this food before it gets some kind of germs or something growing over here in it. Oh, shoot. I got no room. I need a desk, y'all. Bigger desk. I need one a desk the size of my table. As a matter of fact, if my table, excuse me, there it goes. Now here comes my voice, I think. If that table was an average height of the average table, I would have my computer, everything sitting right over there, and I would be sitting at that table on a daily. Oh, yeah. Because it's got more room, and I could get rid of this, this little tiny table here, and make more room in my whole space. I don't know what I was thinking when I got this gigantic table set that's too big for my apartment. And then, the height, it's a bar, what do you call it? Bar height table. And I know where I got it. I got it because of my grandkids. At that time I was having dinners and stuff. And I know they like to sit up high and act like they're at a bar or something. So, hey. But then I like the table set, myself as well. But of course I wasn't thinking. You already know I don't think all the time. Oh. Let me see what happened over here now. Wait a minute. Where's my girl? I was getting ready to do the boots on the ground. Remember I told you she was already here. What happened? Wait a minute. Oh, there she is. Let me show you to her. She's at the back. Right there. Her. She starts off just like, we were doing it with her. So what? I would be facing her backside, and then I would know which leg to move. Move the right leg or the left leg. She's real good. I like her. There's another one. There's several of them that I watch, doing that same teaching type thing. But I think she's the favorite one. Her name is Teresa. She must be a dance instructor or something. She got 2.3 million views. So she got to be good. Yeah, and she's very, she's not too fast. She repeats, which they all do. But she does it at a pace for all around grandma. And that other little short lady, I forgot her name. She has a dance. I think she has a dance studio. I forgot her name, but I watch her too. And one other lady, she's kind of tall. I forgot her name. I forgot everybody's name except Teresa, because I watch her the most. And um, who else? There was a not Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley. Everybody's mad because Miss Shirley. They think she's being exploited or something. You know, Miss Shirley, the little 4-year-old. Hey, if your daughter could pull in 1,000,000 views, let her do it. Let it roll, baby. In this day and time, you need money coming from every direction you can get it from. Like everybody up here, a lot of people on YouTube also have Instagram, TikTok. What's the other one? They got all of them, all the platforms. So if little Shirley can bring it in, bring home that bread, baby, I'm telling you, you need it today, because you don't know what that White House is going to do. You need it. You coming from any kind of, whoever can bring the dough in, whoever can bring that money in, let them bring it in. If your son got a paper route back in the day, you remember back in the day when your little son or your little daughter, matter of fact, my daughter used to have a paper route. It didn't last long though with them. They was tired of that quick, fast, never heard. They wanted a paper route. Okay, you can get a paper route. I don't know if it lasted 2 weeks. I really don't. But I feel like this here, in this day and time. Now, I'm not saying she got to take the money and spend it for herself, per se. But if she needs it to, help out for herself, so be it. But she got to put some aside for Miss Shirley as well, so that Miss Shirley has a secure future. That's the way I look at it. If you could help out and Miss Shirley, just like the Jackson 5, if you could remember, everybody, they bring Joe. What's his name? The daddy named Joseph. Everybody talks bad about Joseph, how strict he was with those kids. But who became a millionaire? Because of Joseph. I mean, I don't believe in a whole lot of beating and carrying on the kids. I used to get on my, matter of fact, that's one of the reasons, I used to get on my husband about. He wanted my daughters were daughters. And I didn't think that he had no business hitting them, But Joe, if he wanted to be strict with them kids, they grew up, they had money, they're financially stable. That's the way I look at it. Oh, yeah. They're financially stable. And look at little Webster. Little Webster, and who else were the little kids that came up? What you talking about, Willis? Gary Coleman. Now, Gary Coleman, when he grew up, he sued his parents. I think he was adopted and stuff like that. But every situation is different, y'all. Every situation is different. And I think the dispute about Miss Shirley is they think the dance is too grown and too seductive, I guess, for her. Shaking her little booty, that little part. Pop, 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 popping the fan and all, and popping your booty and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Is it against the law? Is it against the law? Are you exploiting the child? If she was exploiting the child, do you think that the law would step in there? What do you think? When you mistreating a child, Child Protective Services, I ain't heard them say nothing. I ain't heard them say a word. And I've seen people out there doing the hoochie coochie and all that kind of stuff. To me, that's absurd. I mean, to have a little child out there acting like that, seductively, like she's in the, hoochie coochie mood, and like she's sucking it to him and stuff. No, that's a little different. But Miss Shirley, as far as I'm concerned, it's part of the dance. And it's really, I mean, is it really seductive what she's doing? When that's part of the dance. Her young fans, and then you go and do, 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 do. I don't know. Maybe Miss Shirley need to cool that part down, but hey, Miss Shirley, you go get them, girl. Go get them. That's right. If somebody wants you to come on their show and they got you want to give you $10,000, come on over here. I'll be your grandma. Yeah, I'm gonna be a part of your family, Miss Shirley. No, I'm only kidding now. You know I'm kidding. But anyway, I personally, as long as mom is there, and I think about, little kids that they claim that was exploited, lost their childhood. That's what they're saying about Michael Jackson, that he didn't have a childhood. Well, he didn't have a childhood. He became famous. And when you become famous, that's took away your childhood. You took away your freedom. But see, the thing is, Michael Jackson wasn't going outside and playing anyway. He was in the house with his mama. According to the story that I heard, the other boys were outside, but not Michael. Michael was inside. He hanging around mom. He wasn't out there with them boys. Them boys were probably too rough for him. Because he said, I don't want to be a part of this wrestling and carrying on. Boys are kind of rough when they're coming up. I guess they got what do you call it? A lot of testosterone, whatever. I can't talk anyway, y'all. You already know, but you know what I mean. Testosterone, whatever. And they got a lot of energy to burn off, more so than girls. Girls don't have to climb trees, even though some of them do it. I know I tried to climb a tree when I was young, but it didn't work for me, because I'm trying to follow my brothers. But they do a lot of stuff, them boys. They climbing trees, they jumping and carrying on like, I don't know. Anyway, they have to burn it off. But not Michael. Like I said, according to I wasn't there. I didn't live with Michael. Didn't even live next door. But according to the documentary, Michael himself, his mama even said like how he used to stay around the house. Yeah. And then Janet, of course, Janet was on what was it, Good Times? Yeah, she was on Good Times. And she was young, very young. I say, hey, get it while you can, y'all. Get it while the getting is good, so to speak. Because we don't know what's going on in that White House. We really don't. I was watching a family just last night on television. There was a family of 4, and they moved to Thailand. Oh, where the heck is Thailand at? Is it Japan somewhere? But anyway, I didn't watch the whole thing. It's a show. It's a thing on YouTube, and it popped up in my feed while I was in bed last night. I should have written it down because I don't know the name of the family. I think it was a family of 4, and they left. Was it Miami? Where the heck did they move from? They moved from somewhere in the United States of America. America. Land of the free and the land of opportunity. Bah! No heck, no, it is not. Little Shirley, do what you do, girl. You got my blessings. The land of the free and the land of opportunity. Yeah, right, for who? Better go, little Shirley. Pop it, baby. Pop that fan. Put them fans out. Whoa, you might have to move to Thailand. Hey, if I wasn't scared to fly, My daughter told me she want to move to Africa. I ain't moving to no Africa. What part of Africa you want to move to? Africa consists of a lot of countries. I think it's like the more countries in Africa. I mean, Africa is a continent, right? Okay. And all them countries over there. Some of those countries, as a matter of fact, there's a family that I watch. It's called oh my God, Neo Kirsch Babies. Oh, is that the name of the feud? Oh my God. But anyway, it's Nell. The mother name is Nell. She's a double amputee, and she married a white man, and they had twins. Altogether, they have 4 boys. And she was originally from Botswana, which is Africa, a country in Africa. Like they say, there's so many countries in Africa, I can't even think. I bet you I can't even name 12 of them. Yeah, even though they bunched together, just like we're bunched together here as the United States. Now, supposedly, like, if I'm living here in North Carolina, that North Carolina would be a country. South Carolina would be a country. And, New York would be a country. All these states that we have, we call them states, which they are states. But how Africa got it divided, they each are countries. I ain't moving to Africa, though. I'm so sorry about that, daughter. I can't think of any place I would like to live other than the United States. I really cannot. How about y'all? Y'all gonna move anywhere, like another country? Please don't go. But this family, I'm gonna see if I can find them again because I want to see how they're doing. I think they had just moved there, and the children they had was small. I think 2 children, and the daddy and the mama. I don't know why they picked Thailand, but ain't that over there? Where is it? Let me look it up right quick, y'all. I don't know. My computer's. Well, where is the Siri? Alexa. Alexa, where is Thailand?
Thailand is a country in southeastern Asia with a population of 71,800,000. It shares a border with 4 countries, including Malaysia, Myanmar, and Cambodia. Its capital is Bangkok.
Did y'all hear that? I just asked her where was that, and I forgot what she said. This is borders to Bangkok. No, its capital is Bangkok. I thought Bangkok was in China. Well, Japan or something. I don't know, somewhere over that way. I don't know where they choose to go over there, but hey, what works for you, work for you. I think I would love to move to London. I don't think I would mind London at all. That's where my girl went. Tina went to London, I think. I want to go to London if I'm going anywhere. And I know some people over there too, the Grimway family. Is it the Grimway? Yeah, the Grimway family. On YouTube. They got 8 children, y'all. The mama just had a baby about a month ago. Baby named Hero. All the children's names start with an H, y'all. That's the Grimway family. 8 children. But they're all beautiful. They're all beautiful. The mom and dad, the dad is there. And he, is home as well. So, hey, she got help with the children. And then she got the older children. I think the oldest son, I think he's 15. Hezzy. His oldest son is named Hezzy. And he's, I think they call it football over there, and we call it soccer over here. But he's away from home sometimes. And then she's got another daughter that just turned 13, so they're big enough to help out. They can help with the baby and all that kind of stuff. If the mother needs some time to herself, she could tell the children, take care of the baby for me while I get me a nap or spend some time for myself. Just, me time. Go to your bedroom. She can go to her bedroom and relax and just get away from it all and let the older children, sort of take charge while she do that. So I guess it's working out fine for them. But I'm saying, I feel like I know them. I'll go over there to London and try to move next door to wherever the heck they live at. They got the beautiful accents, the kids and everything. I like the kids. The kids are beautiful. But anyway, y'all, I'm jibber jabbing. You already know I'm on the road right about now, and my food probably got germs and everything growing on up in here. It look like I need to put something else in it. After you have something like this, noodles, potato salad, and stuff like that, it's like you gotta add some more stuff to it the next day so it'll taste better after it's been in the refrigerator. But I'm not gonna add anything else to it. I'm just gonna eat it just like this. It looks like it might need some what do you call it? More dressing, more mayo, maybe some more sweet pickles or something like that in it. Maybe some peppers, but my peppers are in the fridge and they probably watery. Not the fridge, but the freezer. You know how it is. Potato salad, if you have it like on Thanksgiving Day, okay, the next day you want to eat some more potato salad. Okay, for some reason or another, you got to add some more of that stuff in it that you had, that you had put in it. And that's the way this is, but like I said, it ain't going to work for me today. I might put a little salt on it, and that's about it. And on that note, I go in love, and I'll see y'all again when I get this tongue under control. Have a great weekend, everyone.